Hey, blessings, blessings. How y'all doing? King Kevin in the building, baby. Today's a beautiful day, and just enjoying the weather and just Mother Nature in the background. And I just have some positive words to share with you guys. And knowing that many of you are going through some challenging things in your lives, personal, business, whatever case may be, but that's okay. Because when you're going through some things, it makes you a stronger person. It's supposed to make you a stronger person and more experienced, like a seasoned steak or seasoned wine. Thomas Atkins had a powerful saying regarding our thoughts. He said that thought is an energy. It's a manifestation of energy with magnet-like powers of attraction. So whatever you're thinking, you attract it. There's a power in that thinking process. But as you all know, and you possibly know yourself, that you haven't been taught how to think. You haven't been taught how to think critically or how to analyze things. Everything has been based on your emotions, based on what someone else has done to you or the environment around you. If you live your life based on everything and nothing is in your power, then you are in major, major trouble. Because it takes away from your imagination, your creativity, it takes away from your drive, your mojo, and it slows you down and could deter you from your destiny. Now, just because you haven't reached your destiny at the date and time that you wanted to make it, your lifeline, because I don't call it deadline, I call it lifeline. Just because you didn't make it at that time doesn't mean that you will not make it. A dream delayed is not a dream denied. A dream delayed is not a dream denied. Understand? So don't give up. And I know many people think it's easier said than done. And me being an inspirational speaker and author and international activist, I run across a lot of individuals who try to preach hope and preach faith, but don't give you any tangible examples. But I'm gonna keep it this simple. All you have to do is not dwell completely on your dire situation. You have to have the imagination that tomorrow will be a better day. And if tomorrow isn't a better day, you're going to say again, tomorrow's going to be a better day. And you're going to keep saying that I'm one day closer, I'm one step closer. I cannot tell you how many examples of my personal life that I've been able to speak the blessings that I want to accomplish, and they have manifested. As a matter of fact, I'm going to show you some guys a perfect example. I'm going to show you my truck, right? Now I have a cleaning business. I started it last year during COVID quarantine in 2020. But in 2021, I kept speaking and praying, God, I need a truck. Give me a truck. Thank you for the truck. So I went from asking God for the truck to thanking God for the truck. And there goes the truck. And the magnet right on it, just like I thought of it, for my company, Sky Clean Air Services. So I'm saying this to say that you don't have to necessarily succumb to the pressures that are around you. The walls may cave in. Okay. There may even be a flood. Okay. But it does not mean that you give up. It does not mean that you stop going after what you believe in. You know what your destiny is. I don't know what your destiny is. I don't know what your calling is. I don't know who you are, but I do know you listen to this video. So it must be a reason that you're listening to this video at this particular day and time. I'm trying to find a perfect spot to put this, camera. So it's all good. Not to deter you guys. But I do know that there are better days coming. Think about it. Do not lose your imagination. Have the imagination of a child, because children, they have the biggest dreams, they got the biggest goals, and it never goes away until life takes it away. Albert Einstein had a quote: imagination is more powerful than knowledge. Logic takes you from point A to point B, but imagination takes you everywhere. Limitless. Think of yourself in a better situation that you are currently in. Use the powers of visualization. You have to be able to visualize yourself in a better time and space. And even though you may not have the resources that you need, you may not have the car, the truck, you may not for your business, you may not have the office space for your law firm, the law firm you've been dreaming about. You may not have the wife you've been praying for, the husband you've been, just praying to God, year after year for, because you keep running into very ugly men. I mean, ugly as in spirit-wise, or ugly women as in spirit-wise, or attitude-wise. But that does not mean you're not going to get blessed. You are the blessing you've been looking for. You are the blessing you're praying for. You are a blessing. You being here, you are a miracle. You are the miracle you've been waiting on. Activate your powers by saying, I am great. I am successful. I will be victorious. Do not allow the enemy to snuff out your light, snuff out your ambition. There's enough of that. There's prisons and jails filled with young men and women, particularly black men and women in America, but any color and culture. Or people who just gave up and, rushed because they wasn't thinking. They rushed and made a hasty decision, probably committed a robbery, probably went and shot somebody to, get some money, or, you know what I'm saying? And these things are unfortunate. And many of them are rotting in prison right now, day by day, wishing they would have took their time to think. I had just had a friend of mine call me the other day, Tony. He was sentenced to 45 years in prison, for, very ugly case. But he was defending himself, but he should never been in that situation. And it's easy for me to say because I'm not in that situation. But he said something very powerful that I'll never forget out of all the conversations we've had. Because I'm always, talking to him and supporting him through letters and sending money and just words of encouragement. He told me that now that he's in prison, he has time to think. Are you going to take advantage of your time right now to think, or are you going to just react? You see, in life, you have chess players and you have checker players. I graduated, I self-promoted myself from playing chess. Well, I used to play checkers, but now I only play chess. So I went from playing checkers, elevated playing chess. And now all I play chess. As a matter of fact, I don't even remember, I don't care to remember how to play checkers. It's a much better game because you have to move 3-4 steps ahead of time and have an end game in mind. That's why my book that's coming out, it's out now as a matter of fact. So I am celebrating that tonight, or this evening, by going for a quick jog and a good bubble bath, and listen to some jazz and some compa music, which is, Haitian music, and possibly watch a good movie later tonight to celebrate myself, to celebrate my victory, and realizing the people who made a sacrifice many years ago to put me in the position that I'm in now as independent, successful CEO, and also a founder of a nonprofit organization, Courage to Believe International, where we help children, students throughout the states, mainly Florida and Georgia, and also in Haiti. I'm hoping to do things in the Caribbean islands because that's my vision, that's my imagination. Remember what I said in this video. Imagination is more powerful than knowledge. Logic can take you from point A to point B, but imagination can take you everywhere. Don't forget that. If you ever lose hope, or you need some support or some advice, hit me up. KevinDorival.com, info@KevinDorival.com. Link will be at the bottom of this video. But just, I'm not saying to hit me up because you just want to be cool with me. If you really need some help, if you're really trying to be a winner, you want to see a winner in the mirror, hit me up. Actually, that's the name of my book, Winning in the Mirror, Activating Superpowers, Mind, Body, and Spirit. And I just wish that I could help a lot more people, because I actually started writing this book because I kept seeing these stories of people doing these awful things, and even my own personal life, knowing people committed suicide. Very extremely talented people committing suicide. So that's why I wrote the book, to help people see themselves as winners and not losers. See themselves as victors, having victories instead of being victims. Because we can live and play that victim card all our lives if we want to. Particularly African Americans or people of African descent. We can play that victim card because we've been oppressed for many, many, many years. And not just black folks, but European, Asians, different parts of the world, they've gone through different oppressions. But don't let that be how your story ends. Your story doesn't have to end the way it began. And that's what I'm saying. It does not have to end the way it began. Wouldn't it be nice to be excited about your future, be excited about tomorrow? And even if tomorrow is not something to be excited about, clap to yourself. make it something excited to be about. Make it exciting. Make the thoughts of what's going on tomorrow, what's going to happen tomorrow, something to be excited for. Because you know what? You wake up tomorrow, that means you're alive. You wake up tomorrow, you have a chance to make a difference. You wake up tomorrow, you have infinite possibilities. But don't wait for tomorrow. Plan today for a better day. Don't wait for tomorrow. Plan today for a better day. And a better day will meet you. Life will meet you the way you meet it. The type of energy you give tomorrow, you're gonna get that back. And one day, 10-fold, 100-fold. I'm believing I'm gonna buy a house this week. I haven't looked at a house. Well, I have looked at plenty of houses because of the nature of my business. We clean everything. So pressure washing, mold removal, carpet cleaning, furniture cleaning, house cleaning, commercial cleaning, COVID disinfecting, you name it. So I've been all type of properties, all type of businesses. But I haven't looked at one property with the mindset of going to buy it. I haven't gone shopping last week or last month or the last couple of months. But I'm believing somehow, some way, today is July 5th, 2021, that I am going to purchase a house, a home this week. I'm believing in that. Frederick Douglass said he said many powerful things actually, but he said one powerful thing that I will never forget. I've been praying on my knees for 20 years and nothing happened. But when I started praying on my feet, things began to change. And I love that. If you know about Frederick Douglass' life, then you understand what he's been through. Being born an enslaved African, running away to get his freedom, and became one of the world's greatest orators, abolitionists, and a freedom fighter. And obviously an author. He wrote several books. As a matter of fact, his autobiography, The Life of Frederick Douglass, is the first autobiography I ever read, and it changed my mindset about everything. He took life by the horns and directed it. If you look at life as a ship, your life as a huge ship, you control that ship. You control what direction it goes. A storm may come and it may take you way yonder, way in the boondocks, Timbuktu, But once you recognize that, you have the power. If you believe and activate the power of I am, the inner God that's in you, you have the power to steer that ship in a direction that you wanted it to go, to what you've been praying for. And sometimes the direction that the ship takes, our life takes, is what God meant for us to go. For the blessings of the Lord to make us rich, add no sorrow. When you're being blessed, there should be no sorrow. And when you're being blessed to be a blessing, you are preventing families from having days and nights of sorrow. Roof over their head, food in the refrigerator, air conditioning in their homes, a car to drive to go to work, pick up the kids in. That's what life's about, being enriching other people's lives. And I hope that the Winning in the Mirror does that for you. I truly, truly do. If I could save one life, I'll be thrilled. If I could save 1,000, that would truly be a blessing. Anyway, King Kevin Dorival, future multi-millionaire, and I'm author of 3 books, and that's all I got to say. So hope you guys like this video and this message, and I hope it touched somebody's spirit, because I took the time today to leave this message, make this message, because so many good things are going on. I wanted to share that energy while I'm in that zone. All right, so bless up, King Kevin. Love y'all. Peace.